brings us on to the actual State of the Union itself, the budget itself. Much said about what they are going to do, but it seems to me that it was all a bit of smoke and mirrors. You know, the cuts in benefits, £5 billion worth. I was told by John Rentoul just an hour or so ago that it's actually they're adding 20 billion to the budget instead of 25 billion. So is it really a cut of 5 billion, or is it just they've decided not to spend 5 billion, which they were going to spend? It's not really so much of a cut. Same goes for the civil service action. You know, they're going to get rid of 15% of the workforce over 5 years. That's only 3% a year. It's not really anything more than natural wastage, is it?
No, that's right, Mike. Basically, what they're doing is slowing the pace of increase of government spending.
Yeah.
So against what we might have been expecting the government to spend next year, the year after, or the year after that, right, the government will be spending a little bit less. But these aren't savings or reductions in any meaningful way. I mean, I think what we saw from Rachel Reeves in the spring statement, it was a bit like if you're running a small business right at the edge, really struggling, you just about managed to find the money down the sofa to hit payroll. You just about managed to find a bit of money to pay a red bill before the bailiffs come along. And that's what she's done too. She's finding just enough to keep the show on the road to meet her fiscal rules, but no more than that. And she clearly isn't thinking strategically in any way. She's scrabbling around for obviously what sound like huge sums of money, £1 billion here and 5 billion there, but in government spending terms are relatively small sums of money, just to say, just by a sliver within her spending envelope. Should be far better to look at the welfare state and the civil service, to do a zero budgeting on it, as it's called, to say blank sheet of paper, where would we start from if we didn't have to start from here? That's the way you make big savings, and sooner or later those big savings are going to have to be made. Yeah, at some point or other, no doubt. Good to talk to you. Mark Littlewood, thank you very much indeed, Director of Popular Conservatism there.